his mother does not like him. Some battles that I am not prepared to fight. Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Adobe. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. Hope you're staying safe. Remember to subscribe, hit the bell button so you get notified whenever I make a post, and also comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So I want to give you I have to give you an intro, but this intro is going to be very long into the whole proposal, because if I don't give you an intro, it's going to be somehow you're just watching it, because there are some points that I'll have to mute because of the sound, the songs that we're playing at the background because of copyright. So now let me give you an intro. So I got proposed, he proposed to me on the same day I had my QS-RBN induction. QS-RBN is Quantity Surveillance Registration Board of Nigeria, so I'm a qualified quantity surveyor licensed to practice in Nigeria. So let me sell myself first. So in case you have any jobs, contact your girl. So now let me give you a background story. Let me tell you how it started, the genesis of this whole thing, before I tell you the proposal gist. So we met in November for the very first time, and the funny thing is we met in November, but I have been in this neighborhood where we met 6 years ago. I was always coming to that neighborhood, and he worked in that place, so I was always coming there every day, and we never met ourselves. So this particular day we now met ourselves. So I met him at his workplace. That is, let me put it like that. I met him at his workplace. So when I met him, we were just talking, and then in 2 weeks we started dating, and then this was in November, and then I'm giving you timestamp so that you get to see the process, and it's more like a motivation to every other person out there. So no matter how many breakfasts you've chopped, when it is time, it is time. God will make you wait. It will just happen within a snap of a finger. So November we met, 2 weeks later we started dating. So by January, first week in January was his brother's traditional wedding. So I went for the traditional wedding. I'd already met his brothers before this time, although the first time I met his brothers, and I think by this time we had not even started dating, one of his brothers actually told him, "This is your wife. I don't know what you're doing, but this is your wife." So I think that was what kind of pushed him again to be very serious. So I'd already met his brothers. So this January was when I now met his sisters, and he introduced me to his sisters. But his parents, he didn't really introduce me to his parents, but I met his parents. More like they knew who I was. Not like they knew who I. Well, let me say, his father didn't know who I was at all. But his mother, now mothers and daughters. So the daughters would have hinted her, okay, this is it. So, or let me put it this way. This was when I saw them. Not like I met them, I saw them. So after the wedding, I was, one night like that, the father now said, "Who is this girl?" I was passing, I was only one day. He was like, "Who is this girl?" Me, I ran out because I don't know what to even say. So, who am I? So, am I his friend? I don't know what to even tell him. So I just ran out, and I went and called him. I was like, "Daddy is calling you." He now went, met his dad. And the next morning I was supposed to leave. The dad now said, "Who is she?" He now said, "Oh, this is the girl I want to marry." And the father was like, "Oh, I cannot see her this night." So the Igbo tradition, should I say Igbo tradition? Let me just be very sure what I'm saying. So the Igbo tradition, you do not see a woman you want to marry at night, so that you're going to see all her contours, you can count how many hairs she has and all of that. So whenever you see her or wherever you see her, you'll be able to know that, okay, this is the girl my son introduced me to. So the next morning we now came, we saw him, he was very welcoming. I think his spirit was just settled because he had seen me during the wedding and all of that. So I think his spirit was really settled. So he now asked me, "Are you sure you want to marry my son?" He asked me 5 times, if not more. He also asked his son, "Are you sure you want to marry this girl?" And he said yes. So he gave his blessings. There and there, he gave his blessings. He said he doesn't want to hear that these blessings, let us be very sure what we are saying though. Because once he gives these blessings, nobody should ever come him and say, "Daddy, your son did this one," or "Adobe did this one." That he doesn't want to hear. So we should be very sure of what we are saying. He said yes. So we now went, he now dropped me. I left. So February, they now came for introduction. Remember, we met in November. So by February, he wasn't even supposed to even do introduction in December, in that December break, January, that we went to the village, but something came up, so that was why he did not do it. So we now had to push it for February. So February, he came and did introduction. the essence of introduction basically is so that both parties or both families will actually go and do what they call Ijose, finding out about the person's family. Like if the person at Osu is basically an outcast. So yes, we still practice what they call Osu. I don't know why they practice that thing. It's another conversation for another day. To find out whether the person is an Osu, to find out whether the person's family, there's madness that runs in the family, to know whether they die early, things like that. They just want to find out all of that. So they found out all of that. So by March, informations have already come in, like all the answers they needed had already come in, that okay, yes, they are settled and everything can go on. So, and this is what I actually wanted. By March, during my curious RBA, he told me a day before that day, he told me that, oh, was it a day, 2 days? So he told me that, oh, there's this party he wants us to attend, this birthday party of one of his ogas he wants us to attend. I was like, okay, fine. I told my parents about it because I still stayed with my parents and I don't just leave the house like that now. I still told them. They were like, okay, fine. Then on that day, after I came back from my induction, then my mom was like, what are you wearing for this party? I was like, this is what I want to wear. She was like, won't you wear trousers? Because my mom believes trousers fits me better than gowns. I don't know why. I don't know. So she was like, won't you wear trousers? I was like, no, I don't want to wear trousers. I think I would prefer wearing gown. So that should have been a hint to, although my mom can be like that, when you want to go out and she'll like, what do you want to wear? She was always very particular about what, even at this age, she's always very particular about what we wear to certain occasions, you get. So he picked me up, we're now going, and I said, oh, let's go and chill in one lounge first. But before now, I had already told him, like this whole proposal thing is how I wanted it. Like I wanted to be very sure that both families are accepted. Like my family has accepted him, and then his family too has accepted. There are some battles that I am not prepared to fight. Like I don't want to go and marry a man. His mother does not like me. Why am I going to the family? I'm not going to be fighting. Your mother does not like me. Your mother. See, this life is too sweet to enjoy that you have to choose your battles. So this is just my own personal how I want it. So I just wanted to be sure that both families have accepted themselves before you can now come and say, okay, you want to now go and propose. Because imagine you propose, and then you now put it on the gram, you put it on social media. Although, did I even put my proposal on anywhere? I don't think I even did that. You now put it everywhere, and then you now go and do Idris, and you now come and say you cannot marry him, or you cannot marry her, because that embarrassment, please, it is not for me at all. I'm a very family-oriented person. I love families, like I love good families, so I don't want that disunity at all. I don't want any family that will be against any family. So that's why I just wanted to fight my battles, choose my battles, and fight my battles appropriately. So that day, he now said, okay, let's go and chill first in one place before we go for the party, because he doesn't want us to go there on time, and then everybody will just be coming, and then they'll just be looking at us like, oh, okay, no problem. We now went to a lounge like that. I can't remember the name of the lounge, somewhere in Maitama. So while we're there, we ordered drink. Then next thing, he now told me to please go and turn this reserved tag that was on another table. Mind I'm like, which one's go and turn? This is not your lounge, oga. Like, stay one place. Don't be telling me. So he was like, go and turn it. See, the truth is, it is the Holy Spirit that actually took my body and went to turn that thing. Because me like this, I wouldn't have turned it. Like, how is this affecting you? He said the thing is entering his eyes. It had no, like, there was no way it was going to enter his eyes. Like, it was not possible. So I was just reasoning, like, why are you telling me to do this? So just the Holy Spirit that told me, just go. Sometimes you will do things like a stupid person, and it's just the Holy Spirit. It's just the Holy Spirit. So I went and turned it. In person of turning, next thing that I'm seeing somebody kneeling behind me. Is like, in my head I'm like, this is not what I planned. Like, I didn't see this coming. Next thing is I started seeing people coming from Left Right Center, and I'm like, wait, where were you people when I entered here? What is happening here? And it was surprising. Like, it came as a very huge shock to me. I was super excited, and apparently my parents were actually in the know of this. So he had actually communicated with my parents that he was going to propose that day. So my parents knew about it. That was why my mom was very particular about what are you wearing, what are you not wearing. I was like, oh God, oh God. So it was really fun. I enjoyed myself. This is exactly how I wanted my proposal to be. I wanted to get my parents' consent. I wanted him to get his parents' consent, and then before he now goes ahead to give me the ring and officially make it official. You get, so it went down well. So by April we did our traditional wedding, and then October we now did the white wedding. See, I'm just giving you all this timestamp. So in less than 1 year we met and the whole marriage process was done. So what I'm giving this thing is to encourage somebody. Yes, I chop breakfast too. I chop breakfast. I'm saying this is, no matter how many breakfasts you chop, see, when it is time, God just does it within a twinkle of an eye. And this thing, why the church wedding even, or the white wedding was even in October, is because there was this occasion we're expecting that was going to hold sometime in mid of the year. So we're like, okay, let us wait for this occasion to happen first, then before we do our own. But unfortunately the occasion did not hold. So because of that plan, we already said okay to be in October. So because it did not hold, there was no need bringing it forward. So if we had known that that occasion would not hold, in less than 6 months we would have done everything. So that is just it. We would have met ourselves, done everything in less than 6 months. So I'm just trying to encourage somebody, no matter the breakfast we've chopped, no matter how bad it was, no matter anything, you know, you've sacrificed for the guy, I sacrificed for guy, hey, maybe that one will be another story for another day. Like, see, it will be another story for another day. I'm going to do like a video of what I will tell my how do I put it now, my little self about relationship. Like, I'm going to do a video about, there's certain things you shouldn't do in a relationship. Yes, I'm going to do a video on that. So everything went on well. So I'm just going to leave the videos of the proposal and enjoy yourself. If there's any question you have, you can leave it in the comment section. I'm going to answer you in the comment section. So keep watching.